Okay, you guys. A lot to say in a real quick, short amount of time. First of all, yes. Okay, I hope I do not get copyrighted, but I am playing B and Jay Z in the background, the Bonnie and Clyde. Okay, because you guys, that was the thing to me for this part three. Okay, this Bonnie and Clyde, Jay Z, Beyonce. You have your partners back. You better have your partners back, and I mean it. Okay, because let me tell you something. We getting ready to break down and review Married to Medicine Season 9 Reunion Part 3. That's what we doing, okay? Sorry about the delay, you guys. I just been busy. Busy. I've been very, very busy, but busy in a good way. Trust me, okay? But here we go. We get ready to break this stuff down in this Bonnie and Clyde way that they got going on, which, you know what, to be honest, I ain't mad at it. I ain't mad at this Bonnie and Clyde. Have your partners back. What? What? Because you know what? You know what? When I get a partner, I'ma have they back too. Like Bonnie and Clyde. I don't care. I'm at their back. I don't care. Let's break this down. Shall we? We shall. So it opens with them talking about moving being a sore spot for Toya and whether or not the Sage movers was a funny Halloween joke. Eugene is still butthurt, y'all. Okay, that's just the point of that. Now Curtis comes through with receipts. Well, the producers provide him with receipts. Curtis comes through and announces that Eugene has said some messed up things about him that he didn't like. Cut to Eugene saying Curtis has dunked his ball in the wrong basket. And to be honest, in my notes, it don't say a time or two, but I think he said a time or two. And I'm like, damn, you couldn't just leave it alone with dunked it in the wrong basket? First of all, you shouldn't even said that with your dumb ass. Eugene defends himself by saying, but at least I didn't rent a truck. Now, on that dumb note, I'm going to say again that him and Toya, they belong together for sure. Okay? For sure. Then Andy brings up penis shots that are equal to the women's O shot. Okay. Andy talks about Damon using BioT. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but anyway, BioT for hormone replacement. To which he says he felt like he was back in eighth grade when he couldn't control himself. And I remember Dr. Heavenly saying that she had to tell him to stop because she said she couldn't keep up. Oh my God. You know what? I would love for my partner to be able to keep up with me. Okay? Okay. Okay. Moving right along. Finally, um for the men's session, Andy mentions Scott's song and he says something in it about flirting. And then they give Scott a mic, and Scott begins to whisper rap. And it was absolutely horrible as a song. Okay, but a very cute gesture towards his wife. That's all I got to say about that. Okay, Okay. And let me just throw out there real quick. Do y'all know? Because she said it years ago when she first got on the show. But Dr. Damon has a record label. He has a record label. He was in the music industry. Okay. So I don't know if y'all forgot, but he was in the music industry. And not to mention, Dr. Heavenly did say that Dr. Damon wrote her a song years ago, which I don't want to hear that shit either. Okay, I'm keeping it 100. I want all these motherfuckers, all these Real Housewives, Married to Medicine, all these Bravo celebrities, Bravo celebrities. Stop trying to make music. Stop trying to make music. Knock it all the way off. But anyway, I mean, I don't appreciate it. I mean, it's an assault on my ears. Okay. No, that's real talk. And y'all can't be making a lot of money off of it, so just knock it off, all of you, all of you. But I just wanted to add that Dr. Damon got his own record label. Okay, look it up. And now, cut to coming from the commercial break, baby. The men join the women, their wives, and they play a montage, a good old Bravo montage. Okay, you know it wouldn't be a reunion without a good old Bravo montage. All right, and this package comes with a lot of sex talk. Okay, just sex, sex. And then they say something about the compromise, and then they say something about having your partner's back. Okay, cut to Andy asking Scott if he'd be down with a threesome, and he talking about with Contessa, and Scott said no, because some of these beautiful women are attractive to my wife. And Contessa says, it can be men, it can be two men. And Scott hurried up and said that wouldn't be ethical. Now, I busted up laughing. Because the ethics would be the same whether it's two women and one man or two men and one woman, Scott. The ethics would be the same. Am I right or am I wrong? Let me know. How did the ethics change? He crazy for that. And I just, all I could do in my notes. Let me tell y'all. In my notes, I just said men got a lot of nerve. That's all I wrote after that. Men got a lot of nerve. You know what I'm saying? They just selfish, 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 and it leaves me shaking my head. Selfish. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. Oh, Lord, you guys, I'm trying not to laugh. Andy asked the men what didn't they know about their wives until after they got married. Eugene said, I didn't know my wife's mouth would never close. On Dr. Heavenly's review of Part 3 reunion, she said Eugene admitted in this session, you guys, he admitted at that time that after he watched Toya say his dick won't get any bigger, and she listed that as a disappointment of marriage, he didn't speak to her for 2 weeks. They didn't air that. All right, so drop down in the comments and let me know how much longer you believe their marriage will last. I'm just curious of you guys' opinion because before I even seen Dr. Heavenly's review of Part 3, I felt like their marriage was in trouble. I mean, watching the freaking episodes, the season, I felt like their marriage was in trouble, in real trouble, not fake trouble. Like, you know how some people try to do things for a storyline? And in the beginning, I was like, oh, Lord, it's going to be her storyline. Oh, my goodness. But now, no. I'm like, okay, I think this is real. I think y'all in trouble for real. Like, because who does that? Toya. Like, I think y'all in trouble for real. And I don't know who's to blame. I'm not in their marriage. I don't know who's to blame, but she seems hurt in some kind of way. She seems like she's suffering, and he seemed like he's suffering. And if both of y'all suffering, I don't know. Can y'all make it? Because you know what? Here's the thing. All right, now I'm getting ready to get real. I'm getting ready to get real with y'all. My grandma told me a long time ago, and like I said, now her marriage, may they both rest in peace. My grandma and my grandpa, they was old, okay, and they had a marriage over like 50 years. And I remember talking to her one time about marriage because she really wanted me to be married. And I told my grandma, she almost passed out because I was like, I don't know if I'm ever gonna get married, grandma, because I really don't see it. Like, I don't feel like it. folks be tripping. You might think they cool, and then you get married, and then they turn into somebody else. I was like, I really ain't got time for that. I don't really feel like doing all of that. I don't know. Like, I'm not against marriage. I was just explaining to my grandma, because my grandma brought it up. Y'all know I didn't bring up no damn marriage. My grandma was like, when you gonna get married, baby? Well, grandma. Woo, I always put that subject off, okay? Like I was a man. I always put that subject off. Like we ain't gonna talk about marriage, grandma. But one day I was just like, I told her I'd be looking around at these marriages and stuff, and they don't seem to be good. You know what I'm saying? Like it just seemed like a big old headache. And my grandma told me these words. She said, "You might have a bad year." She said you might have 2 bad years. She said, but you get through it. You get through it. And when you come out on the other side, you love them and appreciate them even more. And I said, hallelujah. Okay? Hallelujah. But I haven't met anyone yet that makes me want to go through 1 or 2 bad years to come out good on the other side. Okay. Now, I'm dating, so I have to be careful with what I say. And when I say that, you guys, it's just because whoever I'm dating at the time, they may listen to this later, and then they're gonna quote whatever I say right back to me. It's happened before, and it's lame, but they do it. So hence is the reason why when I'm dating, I try to be careful with what I'm saying, but you know what I'm saying. You gotta put your grown grown man pants on or grown woman panties on, okay? Because y'all know why I said man or woman. Okay. Anyway, that ain't none of y'all business. But back to Eugene and Toya. So are they just having a bad year and they're gonna push through and be more close even afterward? Or do they need to call it quits? Drop down in them comments and let me know, okay? Andy asks Cecil to list 3 things you never want to hear your spouse say. Now, this was interesting to me because Andy says since Cecil is good at making lists, I'm not sure where that came from. I don't remember Cecil being good at making lists, and they didn't show us any montage of him making lists. So, again, I'm going to ask for the help of my listeners. Drop down, let me know what the hell, what the hell is Andy talking about? That Cecil was good at, since he's good at making lists. Anyway, so Andy asked Cecil to make a list of 3 things that you never want to hear your spouse say. Cecil says, number 1, your penis doesn't get any bigger. Number 2, you don't have a job and you're not taking care of your family. Number 3, your sex is lame. Look at this photo right here, right here, right here, right here. This is Simone's face when he said number 2, you don't have a job and you're not taking care of your family. I just wanted you guys to see Simone's facial expression when he said that. Anyways, and then Quad says, after he lists those things, Quad says, Toya did 2 out of the 3. Now, Quad, shush your mouth. I'm still trying to figure out and still trying to figure out what exactly does Quad and Toya have against each other. OMG. Okay. All right, all right, all right. Now, things quickly go left. All right. When Eugene hollers over to Quad, what you got against us? Quad says, I have nothing against you. Eugene says, then quit talking about us. Quad says, then shut your mouth up about me. God damn it. Now, I added the god damn it, but it was in the air. It was lingering in the air. I felt it. I felt it. Now, I want y'all to look at this picture right here of Damon and Heavenly. Okay, Damon is over it. You can tell when a man is on the show only because his wife asked him, okay? Dr. Damon is the epitome of that. Eugene says, Quad is miserable. She's miserable. And Quad responds with, your wife is miserable. Okay, beach. Wait a minute, beach. Now, out of these 2, Who do y'all believe is miserable? Toya or Quad? Who is most miserable? Who would you vote most miserable if your only choices was Toya and Quad? Your only choices. Don't get in these comments and choose somebody else. Toya versus Quad. Who's most miserable? Okay? And I'm saying that because Dr. Eugene voted that Quad was most miserable. Now, my vote would go for Toya is most miserable. Quad's vote goes for Toya is most miserable. I'm pretty sure Dr. Heavenly's vote would go towards Toya is most miserable. So right now, Toya's winning for Queen Miserable. All right. So drop down in them comments and be honest on who's most miserable. Now, let me say this too real quick though. Dr. Heavenly said that Quad is not single and she has a good man. All right. But she's not ready to bring him on the show, and I completely understand that. All right. If it's in the early stage, there's nothing wrong with taking it nice and slow. That used to be a song, okay? Nice and slow. Okay, anyway, I don't have my singing voice on. I don't, and I ain't gonna try it. But in the beginning, there's nothing wrong with taking it nice and slow before you introduce your boo to folks. Okay. You got to take it nice and slow, first of all, because, well, anyway, I was gonna say when you're dating, you need to figure out who is the front runner. Continuing on, continuing. Okay, now Andy asked Damon to explain what he meant by saying Heavenly and Contessa's issues were bullshiggity shit. He said, because men hash it out and it's over with. Damon goes on to apologize to Contessa, and he says if he said anything offensive, he'd like to apologize. Contessa asks Damon why he didn't have a dinner for the four of them, because he had months to do so. Heavenly points out that Damon didn't know that they were not getting along. Contessa keeps speaking and says, "You have my number and I have yours." Damon says what we all know, which is he says, "Contessa, I can't call you like that." And that's real talk. That's real talk for real. Real talk for real. Why, and how, and when, and what universe would Damon call Contessa straight up and say, "Let's have dinner so you can get along with my wife"? Get the fuck out of here. Contessa's so fucking thirsty. It gets on my goddamn nerves. Heavenly says that Quad told her Contessa kept talking mess about her behind her back every time Contessa accepted Heavenly's apology. All right? Contessa wants Quad to explain. Quad says, "Don't worry about it. I'm on my way." Now, I busted up laughing because she said, "Don't worry about it. I'm on my way. I'm on my way." That sounds exactly like something that I would say. Especially if I was about, because first of all, I do not like to be cut off. I don't need nobody to usher me in, okay? When I'm coming, I'm coming, okay? And I'm going to come when I want to come. And she said, "Don't worry about it. I'm on my way, okay? Okay, don't worry about it. I'm right here. Okay, I'm on my way. Okay, thank you. Yes, that's all of me. And I loved it. I loved it. And I don't know what to say to you quad haters. There are some serious haters of Quad, and I really don't understand the haterism on Quad. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Now, I'm not 100% for everything that Quad says and does because I don't understand the stick in the mud on Toya, the Toya issue, because I pay bitches dust. However, I'm not on a reality show. And I know on a reality show, you gotta have a nemesis, apparently. And that's her nemesis this season. But going forward, I want them to knock it off because I'm tired of it and I don't know what the real problem is. So I want them to knock it off. Okay, okay. Now, Heavenly does admit that she should have shut the hell up when her husband asked her to. That comes into play somewhere. But anyway, moving right what long. Then cut to Quad sincerely asking Damon if he knows how Heavenly drags them on her channel and apologizes, but then does it again. Heavenly says Y'all do the same thing on the green screen and Twitter. Heavenly participates in that conversation, then decides to tell Quad not to talk to my man, talk to me. I both agree and disagree with that sentiment. So allow me to explain. All right. Now, first of all, before I explain, let me unpack this just a little bit. When Heavenly says y'all do the same thing on the green screen, let me tell people, because some people may not know what the green screen is. Green screen is for the women, is what we, us, recappers and reviewers call their confessionals. In their confessionals. Now, the reason why it's called green screen is because the women show up, they get very pretty, they sit down, and their background is a screen of green color, a bright green color. That bright green color, the purpose of it is so that in post production, we take their image and the green of it all in the background can be anything. We can put them in Africa. We can put them in Europe. We can put them in a pool. We can put them in SeaWorld in California. Okay? We can put them anywhere with a green screen behind them. And so that's what green screen is. That's what they're calling green screen. It's what we call confessionals. But that's the reason why it's called green screen. And then she says that they also talk mess on Twitter. All right. And my Twitter account is locked. You want to know why, y'all? Because I forgot the password. And I did it so many times where they was like, you ain't you, so bye. And I'm like, well, but I am me. So do I even want to get it back? I don't know. Anyway, continuing on. So, now Heavenly has explained on her review that the reason for her telling Quad to stop involving or encouraging him, which is Daddy, which is Damon, her husband, to listen to her is because if he doesn't like it and asks her to stop, then what do you think will happen to the show? So let's unpack this. So, Dr. Heavenly said on her YouTube. So, as a response to this scene where Heavenly is clearly telling Quad to not speak to her man, and I agree with that and disagree. I can see both sides. Because here's the thing. All right. So here's the thing. No, a woman can't address my man if she's doing it in malice. Do you understand me? If she's doing, because I asked somebody before, try to call my mate, my partner, who actually wasn't a man, but is still my partner. Don't get it twisted. Every time I went to work, they knew when I went to work, and they called the house. This is way back when we had house phones, y'all. And they would call the house phone when I would go to work, and they knew when my partner was home, and they would ask for me, but then go into conversations with them. That's not acceptable. That, when you're talking to my mate, that's not acceptable. Okay? That's not acceptable. And I let them know it, and they kept doing it, and until I did something that made them stop doing it. And that's how I'm gonna put that. So I do understand that in that case. You understand what I'm saying? Because I don't play at all when it comes to my man, or my woman. Okay, my partner, my spouse. Do not play with me at all. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. So in that case, no, you can't talk to my spouse. No, you can't. You doing it on purpose? No, you gonna have to see me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm classy based. Okay, let's not get it twisted. I'm classy. I'm classy first. I'm classy first. That's the first representation, and then it's something else. But anyway, so I understand it on that basis. Now, a friendly conversation, or a conversation in the context of which Dr. Heavenly and Quad and Dr. Damon had on the stage, I don't see anything wrong with that. I don't. I'm okay with that, because when you know what I'm saying? Like, I've had parties, little intimate gatherings at my home, me and my partner, and yeah, we all gonna talk. Like, how you gonna have a gathering at your house and then tell somebody don't talk to my partner? Like, that don't even make no sense. So yes, people talk. Everybody talk to everybody, and it's okay to have a conversation. And yes, people have tried to make me the conversational piece. Okay, my opinions have been on display or whatever, on topic, whatever. I have been. Oh no, I don't want to say it like that. I ain't never been Dr. Heavenly because I don't ruin my friends. I don't talk about my friends' business like that. But I have been discussed before in my with everybody, in my circle, but in a party situation, like we're all having a gathering, a get together, whatever. It could be a Super Bowl, it could be just cards, it could be, we playing cards tonight, we playing dominoes tonight. It could be an after party get together, whatever the occasion. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes people want to talk about me expressing my opinions, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine with that. That's how I saw this incident with Quad, Heavenly, and Damon. Yeah, some people have asked my partner, "Do you know how she talk?" Which they talking about me. And I let them have that conversation if they want to have that conversation. I don't give a damn. Now, here's the difference though. Heavenly said on her channel that the reason why she wanted Quad to shut the hell up and stop trying to pull Damon into wanting to know exactly what Heavenly says is because Dr. Damon would tell her to stop. And she said, if Damon tells me to stop, what you think is going to happen? She said, I'ma stop. If my man tell me to stop, I'm going to stop. And then she said, and what the hell is going to happen to the show? Now, that's where I got confused at, because I was like, oh, you really do think you're driving a show. Okay. So then we have to unpack that. Is Dr. Heavenly the force behind the show? Now, let me be honest. I have lost interest in the show. Okay? I have to be honest. Heavenly or no Heavenly, I've lost interest in the show. So when they say carrying the show ain't good. So is it carried? Is it carried? Who won't? I mean, you want to take credit for this? It's not good. And I'm not gonna kiss your ass. I do like Dr. Heavenly, I do, but I'm not gonna kiss your ass and pretend like this show is great. It's not. It's boring as fuck, and I don't know how to make it better. You know what? Yes, I do. New folks, get rid of folks, shake this shit all the way up. Now, obviously, Dr. Heavenly, she's already announced and said time and time again she feel like she carrying the show. So I don't agree or disagree with that. Okay? I cannot confirm nor deny that. Okay? So we'll let her stay. Who we can get rid of. And this is early in it because I still got most shit to say. It was still a little bit more shit to say. But we're going to break this down right here, right now, because I feel like it. Contessa can go. She's too thirsty. It's too much. You know where Dr. Contessa can go? Where she belong with her thirsty ass? Real Housewives of Atlanta. She could go there because she's fake and she's full of dramatic fakeness. She like to cuss and she thirsty. So you can go right on. You would fit. You would fit, baby. Okay, and you would be the queen there because you're a doctor. So Tanya or Sonya, is it Sonya? Tanya? She feel like she the queen, whatever, because she got 4 gold medals or 3 gold medals, whatever. How many gold medals? That's good. That's good. I'm not dissing it. But then you get Contessa, who's a doctor, and she thirsty. Both them women, they thirsty, and they both got accolades, but different accolades. Because I remember when Contessa said that Damon couldn't tell her nothing because they got the same accolades or the same degrees. No, you don't. You don't have the same degree. It's not the same, Contessa. You're just talking. So take your talking ass on to Real Housewives of Atlanta. You can go. Bye. Now I'm gonna tell y'all somebody else who could go. Toya. Y'all may not agree. I don't care. Toya can go. And she too can go to Real Housewives of Atlanta. Or, you know what, give them a spin-off. I couldn't even get that out of my mouth. Give them a spin-off. A countdown to divorce. Let me move on. They can have a spinoff called Countdown to Divorce. That's not funny. I love black love, but I don't know what's going on. That's not an image of black love that I condone. Um, who else can go? Simone is on the edge. Okay, now let's work around this couch. Dr. Jackie, I love Dr. Jackie, and she's very educational. She will stay. Dr. Heavenly, I already said she will stay. Quad, she will stay. Who are we at now? Anila. Anila, baby. Uh, okay. You know what? You know what? You know what? I wouldn't be me if I wasn't cutthroat. Anila has to go. I was here for her in the beginning. No, no, not the. Wait a minute. Let me be clear. Not the first season. This season. When she came back. Because I wasn't for sure if I wanted her to come back. And then at the beginning of the season, I was like, oh, okay, I see why you back. Okay, cool. And then like mid-season, I was like, oh, bitch. Oh, bitch. You talking shit, 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 shit. Now, if y'all don't know E40, let me introduce you. E40 got a song called Aw Shit. And baby, aw shit. In the middle of the season when Anila started acting up. And I hate to even say it like that, acting up. I don't mean to say it like that. Because I was a fan of Anila's, but not so much. She can go. So who are we left with? The Bones. And this is what they call it like at work, like the Bones. Which is I don't know how else to explain it. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so it would be Heavenly, Jackie, Quad, and Simone. Leave them and get 4 other new mother effers. 4 other bitches that's strong and got it going on. And let's see, some of them with ties to themselves. Because those 4 that I named, Simone, Heavenly, Jackie, and Quad, they're friends. They have ties to themselves, right? Get 4 other beaches that are doctors that have ties to themselves and just throw them in together to just mix and mingle. They already got stuff in common. They gonna be black. They gonna be doctors or married to doctors. Whatever. You know what I'm saying? And then throw in a single one. A single nugget. A single chicken nugget for Quad. Alright? So throw that in. Stop playing. Throw that in and stop playing. Alright? Which, like I said already, like Dr. Heavenly said, the Quad ain't single. She just ain't ready to bring him on, and I understand. I understand that, okay? Because somebody here on this earth might say I'm in that same situation. Okay, so I understand. But anyway, moving right along. And so the guys are gone. And the ladies begin to talk about how they do get dick pics from women wanting to know what is this lesion on their man's penis. That in and of itself is gross, and everyone involved should physically go to a doctor's office for a medical assessment, in my non-professional opinion. I would never take a picture of my man's penis if there was something on it and send it to anybody on any reality television show and ask them, please help me. Both of you guys, the lesion holder and the person that the lesion penis went in, both of y'all need to go to the doctor. That's gross. Now that's my opinion and it's unprofessional. I'm not a doctor, but I'm a common senser. I mean, I got common sense, so I mean, don't do that. Don't do that. Like, and anybody, and I'm so serious. I joke a lot, but I'm serious. Anybody who may even be teenagers listening right now, like, if your partner has lesions or open wounds or blisters or bumps on their private parts, first of all, don't have the sex. Don't do it. Number one. And go with them to the doctor. Okay? Number one, because that's how you make sure that they did go to the doctor. And then you hear when the doctor tells them when the results gonna come. Or the doctor can just look at that stuff. Okay? Ew, gross. The doctor can just look at that and say, ooh, this is this. You know what I'm saying? And with their permission, you can be in there with them as the doctor looks at that and examines what that lesion is. You can be side by side listening to the results of the lesion on the penis. Do not write into no goddamn reality TV show or whatever talking about what is this lesion. Don't be a dumb bitch. Fight dumb bitchness. I'm serious. Fight it. Fight it off. Sock it. Sock it in the air. Sock the air if you have to. Fight dumb bitchness. Don't be a dumb bitch. Okay? Moving right along. Okay, so I couldn't leave this alone before I said it in a different way. With my chef background, I'm going to use a tomato. So let's say you guys are like at a farmer's market or grocery store, whatever, and you purchase a tomato and you put it in your bag. You get home, you pull it out, and you find that it is bruised and old and not in good shape. Okay. And would you so you see it, okay? You see that it's not good. You can see it's not good. Clearly. It's fucked up. It's a fucked up tomato. You know what I'm saying? You open it up, it's fucked up, it's mushy, it's all bruised up, and you're like, dang, I didn't even see that when I grabbed this tomato. Would you gather it and take it to a chef and say, what should I do with this fucked up tomato? Would you do that? No, you wouldn't. So why would you be with somebody who got lesions on their penis and then you decide to take a picture of it and send it to a reality TV doctor, which they're doctors for real. I'm not taking away from their accreditation or whatever. I'm not doing that. But why would you do that? That would be like taking a rotten tomato to a chef, like going into a restaurant, a well-known restaurant, and asking to speak to the chef to show them the rotten tomato that you bought and asking them, tell me what to do with it. That wouldn't make any sense, would it? No, it wouldn't. And that's what you're doing to all the women who are taking pictures of their spouse's penis with lesions on it and sending it to Dr. Jackie. And all the doctors said that they get penis pictures. Well, all except for Evelyn. She said she didn't get no penis pictures. But I bet she get bad teeth pictures. I bet you she get bad teeth pictures. Why would y'all do that? And then talking about, should I be with him? What is this? What do my boyfriend got on his penis? Throw that tomato in the trash. Moving right along. Cut to the final moments, the ending of the reunion, which, everyone reiterates the same shit. But overall, what I am going to point out is Quad said, as it pertains to her and Toya, they first would have to agree on whether or not to pursue a friendship. For me, that's the core of moving forward. And that's the core of this whole season with all of these broken, mended, broken, mended storyline using friendships. It's between like all of them. Everybody's all fucked up except for Simone and Jackie. The only ones that they ain't got, which you know what they hey, you know what? They deserve it. They're the only ones that ain't got no beef this year. Like, no strong beef with nobody. Um, but they took hits the previous years, but this year they just sit there chilling while all the rest of them bitches on that couch, on both sides of the couch, them bitches got issues with friendships. But them two bitches, they good, and I'm glad. Okay. Now, let me tell y'all something. I don't know if I'm going to review Married to the Medicine next season. This year they did not bring it, in my opinion. This was boring, and now will I be watching? I'm gonna tune in at least, for the first couple of ones, and if they don't keep me, they don't keep me. Point blank, period. But I do wish them the best. I love all the ladies. Sincerely, I do. I wish all the ladies luck and love and health. Okay? Health. Get into it. And with that being said, if you like what you heard, do not hesitate to click like and subscribe. Okay? Bye.